Okay, we're live now.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everybody. And today it's just a girls' team which is there. We don't have the usual suspect, Florian. So feel free to ask as many questions because tomorrow is our opening ceremony. I know a lot of you have already registered your ideas on DevPost. We encourage everybody to do that. So for the call today, we'll start by covering an overall timeline. What can you expect in the next 3 days? We'll cover a little bit about prizes, and we also have Alexandra with us today, who's here to talk about social media and what she's doing and how can you help us create the buzz and join this movement. So let's start with I'll share my screen and we can start with the overall timeline. Please keep asking questions while you are here and we are happy to answer APIs and submissions and idea formation. Happy to take you through any of that. Okay, so
So while Saloni shares the screen, welcome everyone. I can see some of you joining. Very happy to have you guys. One more day to go before our launch. We are very excited. We are seeing a lot of submissions and a lot of participants coming in. And later I will share more details with you of how many participants we have. And I know a lot of you have a lot of questions, forming teams, registering and whatnot. Don't worry, we will be covering all of that. And we have Alu with us. She's also going to share a lot about fun challenges that we are going to run. So,
okay, so is my Shiksha, can you see my screen now?
Not yet.
Is it? Oh God. Then I did some.
Okay, go ahead. I think you just have to share it at the bottom.
Yes.
All right, it's popping up now. Perfect. So I'll leave the floor to you, Saloni.
Okay, thank you. Okay, perfect. So tomorrow is when we have our opening ceremony. We'll have the founders talk about the Travel Scrum movement, and then we'll be covering a couple of housekeeping rules which you need to follow during the hackathon. I'll cover some of them today as well briefly. After that, we have two very esteemed panels who will be discussing on what the travel industry is going through, what can we do for the future, and how can we all travel again. So that's what happens in the opening ceremony. It's at 2 p.m. UTC. We have tried to convert the time over here in a couple of other zones as well. So we know it's slightly late for APAC, but I hope you're all able to join in tomorrow and attend the webinars as well. It's going to be a very useful discussion. At the same time, what you need to do by tomorrow is that you need to submit your ideas on DevPost by tomorrow. I would also briefly touch on the fact that when we are saying ideas, we don't want fully formed projects. The projects are supposed to be worked on in the next 3 days. So after the hackathon starts, that is when you start your coding or your designing. But tomorrow, all we want is an idea and a team. So if you're working solo, that's great. But if you are looking for a team, we would appreciate if you could share the team members. You can still keep looking for a team, so it's not a deadline for the team. So once you submit your idea tomorrow, what happens is we are going to assign mentors to each of the team or the individual. For that, we just need ideas that helps us in better mapping of the overall system. So 2 p.m. UTC, or the opening ceremony starts. You are supposed to register your idea in DevPost by 12 a.m. UTC. So which gives a little bit more time to APAC in terms of the time they have the morning. So if you cannot make it at night, in the morning you can be there. All our sessions will be recorded and that they'll be there on YouTube. We'll try and assign you mentors as soon as we see your ideas so that you can start talking to them, communicating with them. An important thing you need to do for this is that you need to create a team Slack channel where you can invite your mentor and take the discussion forward. So for with your mentor, a lot of the mentors are working, so we don't expect them to be available 24 hours, but they'll be there to answer your queries. And you can have 3 calls with them. So they are the 3 checkpoints which you can schedule with them. and this is an overall idea. So after the allocation of the mentor to you, within 24 hours, you should set up a checkpoint, and the same goes for the checkpoint 2 and checkpoint 3. You discuss your idea, you get your inputs from the mentors. If there are some further doubts which you think you need more help on, you can write on Slack. And also, you can reach out to your Scrum leads, who you can also find on the Slack channel. I think that's it. And yeah, the submission time. So the final submission time is 14th of June. That is Sunday, midnight UTC time. So that is why when we want all the fully formed projects on DevPost, we have given guidelines on how you need to submit. So you need to submit a textual pitch, a video, a short 2-minute video, and also a link to your code if it's a technical solution, so that we can validate that it works. So that's it in terms of the timelines and in terms of what you need to do starting tomorrow. Any questions on this, please ask here or ask on Slack later.
Okay, Saloni, maybe we could probably cover on DevPost, if you can share your DevPost screen, if you don't mind.
Yes,
so
I'll do that.
Guys, please share questions if you have any.
I think a lot of people are already focusing on getting the idea ready and the code today.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll be seeing our DevPost page, shortly. So again, this is the starting point for all your teams. So before getting in the details, I'll start talking about team formation. So a lot of questions have been centered around that. So at the moment, we already have a lot of participants that have already joined us. As you can see from the screen, we have 321 participants. So if you could just click on that for me, Saloni, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you have your team size can be anything from 1 to 6. So you can be joining this. You can join this competition as solo, working solo. You can join it if you already have your team, or you can come to our page and look for teams. We've allocated a lot of resources and documents. So if you can see on the screen here, so if you just go up a little bit. Yeah, just scroll up so I can show them. Yeah, just scroll up. Yep. So here you can already see on the left-hand side, you can see how many teams are working solo, who are looking for teammates, and who already have a team. So the good news is if you're looking for a team, you're not alone. There are many people looking for a team. So you can connect with them here on DevPost as well. So if you see the tags, now if you look at you will be looking at the people who join. You can see on top that there are people working solo. There are people who have a team. Okay. Or if you keep searching.
Yeah, I'll just go there.
Yeah. Yeah. So this person is actually looking for a teammate. You can just click and then chat with them, message them directly. So please bear in mind, to be able to chat with someone, your status has to be set up for looking for a teammate. If you are working solo or you already have a team as status, you will not be able to chat with these people. So you have to do that. Yeah. So that's where you can find all the people to chat. Okay. So if you go back to the homepage, Saloni. So once you have your team, you have to assign a team leader. Of course, if you're working solo, you are the team leader. So the main part, the next step for you would be to make sure all your teammates are registered on DevPost. Even if you are the team leader, everyone has to be registered to DevPost. The second thing is you have to join our Slack channels. We recommend all of you to join there. All of you can join. Later, Saloni will go in details about the Slack channels, and we also have a directory to help you guys. So if you go on the page, like Saloni is scrolling down, you can see we have the details of all the schedule of the program by when you have to register. So tomorrow is the deadline by when you have to register as individuals and as a team as well. Also, the deadline for submitting ideas is coming up. So if you have your, again, like I've reiterated, you have an idea, a basic idea of what you want to work on, and again, you can change that during the hackathon in the weekend if you think your idea is not working out, or you want to do something different after you talk to your mentors. That's perfectly fine. But to qualify for a hackathon, you have to submit your idea right now. So to do that, you will be doing it on
I'll go
DevBook.
there, yeah.
Yeah, so you can do it on DevPost. All you have to do is your team leader, and if you're working as an individual yourself, you have to go on DevPost and then you have to register your idea. And it's a very simple process. So you see that button there, the green button, Get Started. You just click on that and then you just fill in your details. So if you just click on that, you can do Add a New Project. So after you click Add a New Project, you just enter your project title. You go to the few next steps, and we have already put all these steps in detail in a document, in our guideline document that we have shared. So if you guys have any questions or haven't received the guideline documents, do reach out to us. But we have already shared all of that with you. I can see some questions coming in. I'll take it. So someone says, do we need to submit a video for the idea? Not really. So we recommend that you fill out the text box. When you start filling your idea, there will be a text box about what's your inspiration. We are requesting you to have at least 140 words describing your idea, maximum. So minimum, I think a few liners will do, but just have a bit of detail about what your idea is. We need those details to be able to match you to the right mentor. We have a lot of mentors working with us, and each team will get a mentor assigned tomorrow. So this mentor is going to guide you, sort of handhold you throughout the process. So to make sure that you get the correct mentor, we need to know what is your idea. So please submit your idea. So again, if you want to submit a video, it's even nicer. If you have time to work on a video, great, but it's not mandatory. The text will do. Yes,
Shisha, I'll
Saloni?
just add one thing over here. Whatever you submit right now can be edited. So it's not a final submission. You submit the idea now and you can go and edit it as many times as you would want to. In the end, when you submit the project, that is when we want a video.
Okay. And we have another question. Hi, Leandro. Welcome back. So you want to know the deadline to submit the project. Is it based on a specific participant time zone? No, we've allocated time following our launch tomorrow. So, Saloni, that would be we are going to give participants a 12-hour window, correct? And we have another question. Hi, Leandro. Welcome back. So you want to know the deadline to submit. Saloni, is that correct?
Sorry, Shiksha, I missed that. There was some problem in the audio there.
Okay, Saloni, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you fine now.
I think there was a slight lag. Sorry, I apologize. My internet connection is a bit unstable this morning. So Leandro has a question, and it's about submitting a project based on specific participant time zone. I was just clarifying that it's not by time zone, but we have allocated time following our launch tomorrow.
So
So
it's a common time worldwide. It's like midnight of 14th of June UTC time.
yes. So we
So
give you
which
enough.
location are you based in? I think we should know a little more about you because we have been chatting with you almost every day now.
So yeah, tell us, Leandro, you're based in which location?
Yeah.
What's your time zone?
But yeah, anyways, it's UTC time, but that also is like it gives equal amount of time to everybody because we start at the same time for all geographies and we end at the same time as well.
Yeah, the thing is, we have people participating globally. It's really exciting to have you all from all parts of the world. We have APAC, we have people from EMEA, Europe, Middle East. We have people from America. So it's really great. It's a very diverse team. So we have tried to set instead of confusing everyone and putting in different time zones, we have tried to keep it standard. So don't worry, you will have plenty of time after our launch call to submit your idea. Okay, so Saloni has now reached the very exciting part, the one thing that comes, like what's in it for you out of this project, and those are the prizes, and we have really exciting prizes. So Saloni, I'll let you cover that.
Sure. So we have our prizes. So we have the six awards which we have, but under each award, we have three categories, I would say. So we have some kind of an accelerator program or a cash prize. We have advisory and mentorship, and we also have some perks. So if you go in details, we are giving, so there's an accelerator program by Agora Next Hub. So the winning teams get a chance to go and attend that. There are air tickets which are there. Amadeus is giving their starter package with mentoring, and we have almost all our partners and supporters who have come together to join this movement are giving mentorship. We have AWS credits for 2500 for the regional winners and the global winner, and we also have glider credits. There are some hotel nights as perks as well. So it's a quite an exciting list of awards which are there. It actually tempted me to join as a participant at some point. So yeah, you can see our prices. We uploaded them now. I'm just wondering if we need to cover anything else on DevPost. Or if there are any questions, please feel free to ask.
Yes, if you have anything, please feel free to reach out. So here you can see the idea submission details are there. Again, I reiterate, we want a brief, at least maximum 140 words of what your idea is. We will use that to attribute mentors. All the guidelines are there, pretty straightforward. I see a lot of you have registered on Slack, but we're still missing some of you. So please do that. Again, once you're done, your team leader, of course, when you create your team, we expect you to assign a team name and be as creative as you can. And you, when we cover Slack, we will show you how to add your team. So Saloni will cover that part. We need you to add your team to Slack. Your team leader creates a private Slack channel with your team name. And once that is done, that's where we'll link you up with your mentor. So every team that is formed will get a mentor, and that mentor will be touching base with you. We will have 3 checkpoints on each of the days that you'll be working on the hackathon. Those checkpoints are to help you out. So the mentor will have a checklist of items that you have to cover by each checkpoint, and they will brief you on this so that you don't feel lost, or you don't feel like you don't know where you are with the project. We'll do our best to help you. And as Saloni is sharing a screen, we have Slack, amazing Slack channels, a lot of engagement happening. So we can see a lot of you reaching out, and we are happy to engage with you. We have the different channels out there. So Saloni, if you want to share about the channels.
Yes, sure. So I hope all of you join us on Slack because that's quite important. And I know some of the you on the call are already on Slack with us, so that's quite exciting. Right, I'm sorry, yeah. So we have communication channel, which we use for all kind of global announcement and communication, and a lot of you have been using it to ask questions. So thank you for that, and we'll be available on this channel during the hackathon also. We have specific API channels. So yesterday's call, we covered that we have 8 API partners who are there with us. We have a separate channel for each one of them. So whichever API excites you the most, or we want to work on that API, you can go and ask questions in this specific channel. We also have regional channels, and we have been pushing all of you to join those regional channels because that is where your Scrum leads can interact with you. And during the hackathon, you will need them for sure. So during the hack, you can ask questions over there. Asking them on a communication channel might lead to some delay in response because we are all based in different geographies. But asking them in your region's channel will be the most perfect thing to do. So please join those channels and ask questions over there. We have channel directory, which I want to cover. So if you want to see what all channels are there, so by default you don't join all of them, but you can look up here. If you want to join any channel, you can look up at the directory and join them. There's this search bar on top where you can search for the channel. And what else do I want to cover? Yes, I think that's sorry. One more very important channel, which is looking for a team. If you're looking for a team, you can look here. If you already have an idea and you're looking for a particular skill set, please post here. If you have a particular skill set, don't have an idea yet, that's absolutely fine. You just post your skill set over here and see who you can match your skill set with, and then you can look for ideas. To look for ideas, I'll go on the next channel, which is called Let's Discuss Ideas. You can discuss your ideas over here, and I can see a lot of people have written their ideas over here. To help you with ideas, we also have industry insights from a lot of mentors, which are there on our YouTube channel, which we'll cover in a bit. The last thing is, how do you create a team? So you go here, you create a channel. Let's call it Team Saloni. Create it, and then
Celine, just to interrupt, sorry, just to add,
yeah,
please mention your geographic location. So please, your region, as in, sorry, are you from APAC, EMEA? So it's easier for you then for us to link you to our different mentors. That would be great.
and then I'm going to add Shiksha over here. So I have my team formed, and then when you have a mentor, you add the mentor, and you can carry on your discussions over here.
So this is also for you a great workspace for you to communicate, to share all the links, documents, whatever you're working on. Your mentor can have visibility as well if you want to share with them, and they can reach out and help you on this one. So I see Leandro has so yeah, Leandro, that's great. Leandro says yes, our team has participants from USA, Middle East. That's really great. So it's really nice that you could have teams that are so multicultural and from diverse locations. But you do have to pick one location for this competition. So either you choose APAC or EMEA or Americas. You do have to pick that up, and then you do have to share that when you're sharing your team name, or when you're registering on Slack. You have to select that specific channel. So we have one for APAC Scrum, we have one for EMEA, and we have one for Americas. The reason being, we have Scrum Masters for each region, and they will be operating, especially during your working hours. Or should I say? I was going to say office hours. They'll be during your daytime. I mean, they'll be there to help you. So, and they will be posting resources to help you out. So if you want immediate help, those Scrum channels will be there for you to help. Yeah. Charles Santanaza.
Charles, do
Yeah.
you want me
Well,
to share the screen again? I'll just share my screen.
so what are the prizes? We've already covered that section, Charles, but Sonia's going to share a screen shortly, and you can find all the details on our dev post page. So we have exciting prizes waiting for you guys. So just give her a minute. Yeah, there we go. Someone, okay, Charles, while she's pulling the prize list, you said, can we have members from different locations? Of course you can. They can be from any location you want. This is anyway virtual. So if you can work with your teams across the time zones, welcome to do that. But please bear in mind, you have to pick a location for your team. So whoever's your team lead has to communicate the location. So sorry, by location, I mean the region, which is APAC, EMEA, or Americas. You have to pick one so that, again, we can attribute you the mentor in your time zone. Second, we have special prizes allocated by region. So you will be eligible for that as well. So Saloni, did you want to continue? Yeah.
I think we are done with Slack. So if anybody has more questions on Slack, please feel free to ask them. I think now we can cover the exciting part, which is social media. And we would love your help to support this movement, spread the word, invite more friends because we still have time. And I will let Alu cover the rest.
Yes.
Thank you, girls. This is very exciting. As you know, we're going to start pretty soon. So tomorrow we're live. For this reason, I'd love for all of you to start interacting with us on social media. We have accounts on most social media. We have YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. We also have event pages on LinkedIn, on Eventbrite, and on Facebook. All of this has been shared with you on Slack. You can also find them on our website. So please go ahead, like us, subscribe, view, comment. We'd love to interact with you also during the event. So whenever you post something, please feel free to tag us. This is going to help us and you to get the word out about what you guys are doing. For this reason, we've also launched a little challenge. If you had the chance to have a look on Slack, for those who are already on Slack, we wanted to see how your home office looks like. So if you could post on whichever social media you want a photo of your home office, tag us and use our hashtags, then we will retweet, reshare, post your home office and obviously give you credit for it. This way we get to know each other a little bit better. I know Stalini also wanted me to bring up our YouTube channel, which is a very good resource for you guys. This is where our video team has been working very hard in doing little video interviews with our mentors and our supporters. They have shared a little bit about their insight into the tourism industry, but also things that they think could be good ideas for you to implement. So if you don't have an idea yet of what you could be doing, this is an amazing resource. Go ahead, there are tons of videos and we will keep updating this channel throughout the whole period of the event. And yeah, just go there, subscribe. This way you'll be notified when there's a new video. Myself and my team are there on Slack. If you have any questions that can help you with regards to social media or you would like us to communicate. One thing that we've noticed, and it might be important to mention, is for participants who would like to join but haven't done so yet, we're not looking only for technical people. We're also looking for business people. We're also looking for people more on the marketing or communication side. All of the teams need some kind of other support other than the technical part. So feel free to join, register, and I'm sure you'll find a team where your assets are needed. I think this is kind of what, if anybody has any questions, feel free.
Yeah. Thank you, Alu. That was quite insightful, and we hope to see some participation in our challenge, and we want to see you guys. So other than that, just feel free to join our social media channels. I've linked all of it in our video at the bottom. You'll see it all here. So Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever. And we want to see the fun photos, not just anything that you're doing. We'd love to see you when you guys are working together or collaborating. Please share us and join us, and do tag us. I think Ali shared the hashtags. If you can repeat them again.
They're in the bottom over here.
They're in the bottom, but it's
Yes.
TravelScrum's hack, TravelScrum, join the Scrum, TravelScrum participant. These are the main ones you can use.
Yes.
And I think all of you have been seeing our home offices and how they have evolved from the first day we did a video to today. We have been working hard on them to make them more presentable. We would love to see how yours are.
Yeah, and we are going to be around, so we are going to have these lives on a daily basis, even after we are going to touch base with you, even after the competition starts. So please feel free. I can see we have a question from Michael about posting a screenshot. What's exactly?
So yes, Michael. So we answered him, but yes, Michael, it starts tomorrow. You have to come up with an idea by tomorrow. And after that, you start hacking. So you start coding or designing from tomorrow. And after tomorrow, you have 3 days to do the hack. And that's when you submit your final submission, the final project. For that, you'll have to look up at the guidelines on DevPost.
Okay. Would you guys have any more questions for us?
Salome, just a quick question, maybe something to mention, because we said that what they're posting now is not going to be the final idea, or it doesn't have to be the final idea. Can they completely change it if they decide to during the event?
They can. Yes. Okay. So if you come up with an idea now and over the period you think that that's not what you want to work on, you can completely change it. it might have some impact on the mentor assigned to you, but we will look for other mentors if the idea changes and you need more support from different mentors. So don't worry about it.
Michael has another question.
We'll have to do a bit of maths, but yes, so it starts tomorrow.
So yeah, it's more than 72
Yes,
hours.
it is 72 hours.
So it starts tomorrow. Please do join us for our launch ceremony. Okay, it's happening at 2 p.m. UTC time. So it might not.
I don't mind sharing my screen again, actually, because I think some people joined a bit late.
Sure. Why don't we do that? So while Saloni joins, shares the screen. So our launch ceremony happens tomorrow at 2 p.m. UTC time, and we'd love to have you all. We do understand time zones might not work for everybody. So if you're not able to join, don't worry. We are recording this session. It will be available on Facebook. It will be available on YouTube, so you can have a look. So after that's our launch ceremony, then that's when you can start coding. You can start coding the minute you're done with the ceremony. But we recommend you to connect with your mentor first. We will be sharing the details with each team, the mentor. So then you can talk to your mentor. You can allocate time. They will work together and allocate time. I think why is it important to have a chat with your mentor while you're doing this is to get a bit of a more direction, to know if you're doing the right thing, because we don't want you to start working on it right away and miss out. Don't forget, in this hackathon, you do have to address one of the 3 challenges that we have listed out. So it's important that these challenges are part of this whatever solution or prototype that you're building. So that has to be part of it. Okay.
Perfect. Thanks, Shiksha, for covering it. So yeah, this is our overall timeline. The sooner you form a team, the sooner, and sorry, if you're working solo, that's also fine. So you post your idea, we'll try to assign in a mentor as soon as possible. So this is the overall, it's in UTC all the times, but we have people in each geography, so they'll try and ensure that everyone gets a mentor really soon. You can keep looking for team members during the hack also, so it's your team can grow. Even if you're working solo, you can still look for people if you want complementary skills. So whoever is there on Slack or DevPost, you keep looking for people, so not an issue. It's only the idea which we highly actually not recommend, but we really want you to submit, because that's how we assign mentors. That's how we know how many teams are there.
Okay. So
And just on checkpoints, we are not saying everyone that you have to be there. I'll tell you the good to have, as Shiksha mentioned, it's important to get direction. It's also important to get a sense of time. So when you know that you have a checkpoint schedule, you can take them as milestones, that okay, by this milestone I complete these things, by the next milestone I complete these things. That will help you stay on track and make a proper submission by the end of the hackathon.
Thank you, Saloni. So yeah, I think we have a question. Somebody's asking who are, I believe, the judges. You meant the judges. So we have them on our DevPost page. So if you go on our DevPost page, you'll see our judges. It's also on our website. We have a list of all of them, and you can view their profiles. Yeah. So feel free to check that.
I think we have a question on mentors as well. Where can I read more about the mentors? You can check our website. So we have some of the mentors listed over there, but we have a lot more mentors than that. So we have industry experts covering all areas: hospitality, distribution, tourism. Like, we have a lot of experts. A brief can be seen on the website.
Also, we have some mentors that are engaging already with you on Slack. That's why you need to be on Slack, so you can actually touch base with some of them. We also have something about intellectual properties. Anyone like to cover that?
Yes, sure. So you have the ownership of your code.
It's totally yours. We are just here. We are just facilitators.
So I can just read it out. So participant developers team shall retain ownership of their own code, branding, and other intellectual property created during the hackathon. So we have these rules on DevPost, but the ownership is yours.
Yeah. Also, yesterday, if you had not joined us, we had a session in APIs. So the repository, we have those. We are also sharing it on our Slack channel. So if you want to know more about the APIs, please do refer to, you can see our recording for yesterday's call on YouTube and Facebook. You can have a look at that as well. Okay. So I think
Okay,
we
do we? So can we expect? So we'll still give some time to more questions. Can we expect to see some home offices today?
yeah,
I know
we
Yes, guys, we're really
yesterday
excited. Show
Thiago
us.
promised us he
yeah
hasn't joined the call today and he hasn't shared the picture. So Leandro, I think you should really take the lead on this and share a picture of your home office.
I
yeah when
cannot wait to see it and repost it.
yes,
Yeah.
and we have so many of you, Michael, Charles, Norman, who've joined us
So
today. We're hoping to
yeah.
see all of you. If I missed out any names, we
So,
have a
Michael, to answer your question, who's the main initiator owner of the hackathon? The hackathon is an initiative by TravelScrum. TravelScrum has been co founded by a couple of industry veterans, and we have a whole team of volunteers who are there from the travel industry, all people who love to travel. And all people who want to see the travel industry back again. It's a 100% not for profit initiative. The idea is to give back to the industry because we all have taken a lot from the industry. The experiences we have from travel are just amazing. So that's the whole initiative of Travel Scrum. And we'll stay there and we'll keep okay, so we'll stay here in the industry so that we can have a lot of good ideas and be like an idea pad for all the ideas you have, connect you to mentors, connect you to other people in the industry.
And also to share on that point, you can find a complete list on our website. There is a Teams page where you can see who is
Yeah.
actually behind. So you can see all of us.
yeah. And just to mention, this whole project came about because obviously it's to do with the pandemic, with COVID-19. That's where everything sprouted from to start with. It hit the travel industry really badly. It hit travel badly. I'm sure you all can relate. We all can't really travel as we used to. A lot of you must have canceled travel plans. I had them too. So, and we just wanted to come back up, and we also want to help the people who are working in this industry. So this is where the initiative comes from. We do know that travel industry will be the one, travel, hospitality, tourism, you name it, airlines, tour operators, and whatnot, hotels. Everyone is going to have a slow recovery. We are just trying to come in here and sort of help you guys. You are the experts here. You are the ones driving this to come up with the ideas and solutions that can help teams. And I know for a fact, actually, when I speak to anyone, even if they are not even a developer, people say, oh, it would be great to travel again if we had this, if we could check, safety could be checked, health could be checked. How can we travel in airplanes again? How can we make hotels safe again? All of that, all of those ideas, those are the great ideas that you have. And it may not, you may in this 3-day hackathon, no idea is big or small, by the way. You may not be as technical, you may not come up with the most beautiful prototype working with the web page and whatnot. That's fine. It's the idea that's important, and that's what we're looking at, those ideas and how to bring them to life. And again, if you're someone who's technically challenged, our Slack channel is there for you to look for a team. So just go there and ask for people. What are you looking? Are you looking for a developer, a mobile developer, app, whichever, backend, whatever? Just post your queries. And people have been doing that, and other people have been reaching out. I've seen more interaction when people are posting their ideas. If you go on Slack, you will see on our channel right now, someone says, hey, I have these few ideas. What do you think? That's a great conversation starter. And someone who likes that idea will come back to you and say, hey, number 3 speaks to me. And I also feel we can work this out. And that's how you get it kickstarted. So please start engaging on our Slack channels.
So there's one more question, which is whether you get a certificate. So we are not giving certificates from Travel Scrum, but because this is on DevForce, DevForce gives you a couple of badges, like you've participated in a hackathon, so you will get that.
Okay, cool. Okay, Michael, I'm looking forward to that picture of yours. You just
So
said
am
that.
I.
I just saw Michael, partners shared workspace, so we'll definitely post the picture. So today I'm waiting for it, yeah? Leandro as well. Okay, Leandro, I'm looking forward to that. Michael says I'm pretty proud of my partner. Perfect. So any more questions?
Yeah. Let's wait for
Anyone?
a minute more.
We'll give
Yeah,
you a couple
let's
more
see.
minutes before we wrap up.
It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be just about social
Yeah,
media.
it can be about where you want to travel next.
Sure.
Sure.
Yes, Michael, we'll be still be around after this.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're planning on organizing a lot of other events, but
Yes.
it's in the works, so we can't really talk about that now. Momentarily, we're focusing on the upcoming event.
Yeah, it's our first event. Our team is very new. We are also learning, as we go along. And we hope after the success of this event, we can bring to you more events. There's a bit of fine tuning, of course, as you know. But we are happy to see so much engagements. Like I mentioned on DevPost, we have already 320 people registering, and that's really nice. It's really nice to have all of you. And we realize that a lot of people want to help people in the travel industry get back. So that's a great message.
I also
Also,
think that, sorry.
yep, go on. Sorry, no, Alu,
I
go
also
on.
think that for an organization that's only a few weeks old and for a team that's probably been working together for less than a month, this is going to be an amazing event and an experience.
Yes.
And do join us for our live panel sessions tomorrow. You will learn a lot from the industry experts who are joining you. So
Yes.
be there, join us for the opening ceremony. You will see a couple of the faces you have been seeing every day, but there will be a lot of new people who will be joining in tomorrow. So there's a lot to learn. So we'll see you all of you tomorrow in our opening ceremony and our live sessions.
Yep. I see Michael saying sorry. Michael, you'll only be forgiven after I see your picture
Yes,
posted.
agreed.
Yes,
Okay,
Leandro.
guys, I don't think we have more questions. Maybe we
Yeah.
can just summarize what we covered today. So we have the overall timeline on DevPost. You can go and see it over there. We have the prizes in DevPost. You can see it over there. We request you to submit all your ideas, which is just 140 words we are looking for by tomorrow. We'll assign you a mentor after that. You can certainly rework on whatever the idea was. You can redo it after you talk to your mentors. The hack starts tomorrow and it goes on for 3 days. Please form your team channels on Slack. Be there so that you can talk to your teams, you can talk to your mentors, you can see what APIs are there, and share your pictures. And Leo wants to travel to Bali next. I also really want to travel to Bali next. Let's
And
hope our next event is there.
Yeah,
oh,
okay. I think we
the,
have a questions for the hashtags. I'll leave it to you, Alu.
yes, so the hashtags, the official ones are TravelScrum Hack, TravelScrum, and Join the Scrum. You can also find them on any of our channels if you look there, and you can add any other ones that you want. And I think there's another question.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to share my screen for this question. Just give me a minute. That's going to help her understand better.
Okay, while you do that, Risky, you say you have questions. Can you post them quickly? Or otherwise, you can join us on Slack to post your questions.
Okay, so to answer the question on certificates,
Yeah.
no, there is no physical certificate that will be given, but you'll have DevPost achievements. So if you participate through DevPost, and that's where our hackathon is listed, you get all these tags. So for me, it's going to be the first online hackathon. If you're a winner, you get that. So these are the kind of titles which you can get on DevPost, which you can show as your achievements.
Okay. Risky, your question, when will the committee share the schedule on Slack? We'll be doing it today. We'll have it there. But the schedule is already on DevPost, by the way. So today we'll add it to Slack as well, so you can have a look, probably shortly after the call. But all the timelines are communicated on DevPost. So please feel free to refer to our DevPost timeline.
Sorry, I realized I was not sharing my screen earlier. These are the DevPost achievements which I was referring to.
Yeah. So that's where you get them, and they will be. I think when you join on DevPost, you already get one already. And every hackathon you participate to, you get a badge as well, and every project that you submit successfully. All right, then, guys. Thank you so much for joining
Thank you
us.
so much. See you tomorrow and happy hacking from tomorrow.
All right. Goodbye.
Looking forward to seeing you.
Bye.
Bye.